To me, if you know IWC, you know that they have families of watches. They conquer the air, they conquer the land, and they conquer the boardroom.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why in just a second.
Yeah, that's good.
To me, their forte is the pilot watch. Back in World War II era, 1944-ish, they were one of the 5 companies that manufactured the large pocket watches, or the large pilot watches.
The B-er watches.
The B-er watches. But they've since redone that watch, and it's one of their iconic pieces. The 46 millimeter big pilot. So easy to read, so iconic. It's got the big crown so that the pilots can operate the crown with their gloves on. To me, that's kind of their signature. People recognize this watch. It's on a lot of watch collectors' checklists. I'm not a true watch collector if I don't have a big pilot. And oh yeah, what are you wearing?
Big pilot.
Big pilot. Yeah. So within the pilot collection, if you don't want to go 46.3, they have 40 millimeter Mark 18. So you can do silver, blue, black dials, so it gives you a lot of variation as far as the coloring that you want. If you want to go somewhere in between, they do a 43 millimeter chronograph. So you have all the bells and whistles of a great chronograph watch in that pilot shape, easy to read, large hands, day and date on it. They all have some sort of pilot emblem on the back, so it gives just a little flair there. A little bit ago I said they conquer the boardroom. So for years people have asked while we sell watches, why is there only a 30-minute counter on the Portuguese Crown? And for a long time I didn't know. And so I was at a training over in Schaffhausen and I was talking to the president of the company and I said, why haven't they changed that? There's a lot of 12-hour totalizers, there's all these. And he said, you know why? He said, because a CEO's meeting should never go longer than 30 minutes. Hence, 30-minute counter on the Portuguese Crown.
Smart.
So the CEO watch, we will call it. And then also their iconic blued hands, blue markers, Portuguese 7-day. Really a great timepiece as well as movement inside of this watch. They have a winding system in here that is more efficient than any other winding system out there. It's a ratchet system rather than a gear-based system, so it's very efficient. Come in and talk to me, we'll explain that in more detail. That's a lot of it. Can't forget about the ladies. They do a great day-night indicator diamond bezel piece in the Portofino line. Really an elegant timepiece with a mother-of-pearl dial and diamond bezel. We've done quite well with these pieces because they're unique. And by quite well, I just mean a few, right? They're not, it's those that have it know it's a quality piece. Those that have it know it's different than the run-of-the-mill pieces that are out there. It's really a signature piece. And then they introduced this year this Chrono. This is kind of a great round-shaped watch, kind of a vintage pusher type look. Segmented lugs so that it has a lot of freedom and really kind of curves down and falls off the wrist nicely.
It's the only articulated lug watch we have in the world.
And then this particular piece is for the Loris Foundation for Good. So they actually have a child, or many children submit artist drawn, or their little picture of something that has to do with sport, and they pick one and then that child's drawing gets put onto the back of the watch. So this is a very special limited 1 of 1,000 piece collection that they did, and we happen to have one here in the store. It's number 574 out of 1,000. So.
And it's exclusive. It's an exclusive brand.
Yeah, we're the only store in Minnesota that carries it.
That's right.
We're very happy to and proud to carry it because we've been fans of it for such a long time. That's kind of a trend with us. We are a fan of watches, but we have obviously some of our favorites as well, and this just happens to be one of them. So come in and check out our IWC collection, and we will enjoy showing it to you, and hopefully you will feel as moved as we are and take one home.
Look at that.